I am Katy Jo Holton, founder and creator of Shaman School, and I am here today with a recent graduate of Shaman School, Korey Hunt. So, hello, Korey, welcome.
Hi, Katy Jo.
Yeah,
It's good to be here.
thanks. Yeah, Korey, I wonder if you could just share a little bit about yourself and what drew you to Shaman School when you decided to enroll last year.
Yeah, I had done a little bit of shamanic journey work like in my past. I sort of actually kind of through the recovery community. I had I guess even at the time, he was my former father-in-law, but he was involved in kind of a recovery center, and they would do these retreats and um, would do shamanic journey work was part of that. And I got involved sort of helping him out with that. And that was kind of my initial experience and kind of, you know, did that for a few years and then fell out of it. And kind of, last year just sort of felt like I was missing that thing in my life. And Shaman School just sort of happened to come across my path and it seemed like exactly what I was looking for.
Mhm, mhm. What's one of the things that you enjoyed the most with journey work, both with your past and within the Shaman School program? Just curious.
Um, that's a good question. I think that I feel very much like I am getting access to information that is not accessible another way. I feel like there's, and in fact, even I feel like this is something you talked about in our very first kind of intro session that I had with you, where it's like, are we really making contact with something else, or is this just kind of a metaphorical experience? And there's a way to sort of hold both of those ideas, or you can decide for yourself how you feel about it. But I do definitely feel like I am learning things that I am not getting access to through kind of my logical brain and sitting and thinking about things.
Yeah, for sure. So you feel like you're maybe getting more well-rounded viewpoint or more.
Yes. Yeah, and sort of access to maybe yeah, sort of how I feel sort of about things, sort of like a deeper access to how I feel about things. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Or yeah, or how other people feel about things sometimes, depending on what's going on.
Sure, totally, totally. Yeah, I wonder if you could speak a little bit more to what you feel like the Shaman School program helped you with in your everyday life.
Um, yeah. Um, yeah, definitely. I feel like I help with a lot of things. One of the things I've done professionally and still do some is writing. I published a comic book like a million years ago, and still work on some projects. And it was interesting to sort of integrate sort of that sort of more straightforward storytelling with journey work and sort of how people's stories kind of manifest within themselves and the way sort of people, the stories people tell themselves about either themselves or other people, how those kinds of stories affect the way they live their lives, and sort of how, just sort of the general concept of how like all of these narratives can affect us. That felt a little rambly, but like I'm like, stories and stuff, right, man? But but yeah, no, it was interesting to sort of get tools to examine those things for myself instead of just living as though those stories I believe are true without really even kind of examining them.
Got it. Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah. How would you describe the way your life was and the way you were feeling before the program versus after the program?
Um, Before I was feeling very stuck, and I will admit also we were deep in the middle of a global viral pandemic and all of us living inside our houses. So I think I was not just metaphorically stuck, but you know, the two definitely exacerbated each other, and I just feel a lot more connected in general, connected to myself and who I am and what I want, and also to other people. I mean, I definitely think that you pulled together a great container for some super interesting people that I still, even though I graduated, I still am in touch with basically everybody, and we, you know, help each other out and work together and just, you know, or just chit chat about what's going on with ourselves. And um yeah, it feels like I definitely feel a much stronger sense of connection just with, yeah, with myself and other people and the universe.
Yeah. Great. One more question for you. I think one more question. I'm cheating a little bit. I told Korey a couple of things that I would ask him, and now I'm asking him random things.
It's fine.
But so I'm curious, what maybe surprised you the most from the program? Maybe a benefit that was indirect or something that you didn't expect that you were pleased with.
um this is maybe counterintuitive because I feel like the entire intent of the course is actually to learn to work with other people as a healer, but the real draw for me was doing a lot of internal work on myself. And I understand that they're entwined, but for me, I was like, I don't know if I really want to work with anybody else in the future. I just want to, you know, get that transformation for myself, man. And I feel like I got, you know, more, even more than I bargained for there. Like I feel like I, you know, it was really huge for me. And also I'm, you know, strongly considering working with people in a, you know, in a more professional capacity. I enjoy doing readings with other people, you know, just with friends. Like that's something that I hadn't really seen myself doing before we started, even though that is ostensibly what it's for.
Yep. But you're right. There's a way that like both inform the other, that we get large leaps through our internal work by working with other people. And then also a lot of people that are drawn to this work are also kind of naturals at it. So once they get in there, it turns out like, oh, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this. And I help people a lot. And I would certainly say that you're definitely one of those people. So
Thanks.
cool. Any last thoughts or things that you would like to share for, you know, someone considering doing this? Or
I mean, I feel like if you're considering it and you're drawn to it, like it's great. Like you should be doing it if you're considering it. Like, you know, I feel like you wouldn't be here considering it if it wasn't kind of for you. Which, you know, I don't, maybe that sounds corny or like a come on or whatever, but I generally, like, I was drawn to it and I felt like, oh, I'm interested in this. And it absolutely was for me. So like, yeah, it's been great.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, definitely. When you feel the inner nudge, there's a reason.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Korey, cool. Thank you so much for meeting me
Yeah.
today
Thank you.
and answering my questions and entertaining the people. I appreciate it. And just for everybody else, if you have questions about the program, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, send me a little PM, or you can find out more information at holtonhealingarts.com. And that is all for today. Bye-bye for now.